Those idiots don't even know where we live.
Alright, so I have wanted to make this video for a while. This is also the first time I scripted this in order to have my thoughts down more, so I hope this comes across as informative as possible. Also, Minecraft decided to take a dump and lag a lot on my laptop, so you get to see me show you my awful Tetris skills. Anyways, ever since that video on cancel culture I made, I have thought about what website exactly does this come from. If you see the title, I think the worst comes from Twitter. Now, Twitter for me has always been mixed emotions when it comes to using it. It's not because of their unfair suspension sometimes. Seriously, stop banning the wrong accounts. The reason why is because of the rising mob mentality on the site. So let's talk about it. Every day, I see someone getting a thread made on them, whether it was something they did in the past or what they're doing in the present. There's always two sides to this, people who agree and people who disagree. Cancel culture has been there for years, but for the last couple of them, it has risen and gotten more attention. I've already talked about that topic, so if you want to, feel free to check out my other video. Whether or not this person did something absolutely illegal or terrible, to them, saying some type of slur days or years ago will have 10 people, hundreds of people, or even thousands of people harass them. The harassment this person can go through can go from name-calling, slurs thrown at them having to do with their sexuality, race, or appearance, death threats, cyberbullying, and trending hashtags to cancel them, have also begun to be more frequent in these years. Depending also what group this can reach, this can also lead to more dangerous acts like doxing or even swatting. Whether or not these are justified, don't swat or dox people, it's seriously gross. It goes down to the biggest problem with these threads. Mob mentality. So, what exactly is mob mentality? According to Google, mob mentality, also called herd or hive mentality, is the inclination that some humans have to be a part of a larger group, often neglecting their individual feelings in the process and adopting the behaviors and actions of the people around them. In other words, it is a group of people who stay with their opinion no matter what and will deny in any other form. But my question is this a good or bad thing? Well, it's kind of both. For Stan accounts or Twitter user accounts, the differences are enough to put these into two categories. If, let's say, somebody has said something in the past and has tried to educate themselves, I believe these people deserve a second chance. I also do believe if the person has tried to make up for it by helping these individuals they affected, they can be forgiven. The last thing is, if they also try to hear from somebody they affected, then they can grow as a person. What they do after, though, is up to them. If they do come across as aggressive, don't apologize or try to deflect on this and make excuses. That is a whole different story. The person who has had that threat on them cannot have a negative response, or the mob mentality can become worse and can be ghosted by them. They can get unfollowed, mocked, or have other Twitter users threatening to unfollow their followers, or they'll get blocked. I've seen this so many times it's not even funny. This is important for somebody in a non-celebrity category to be sincere, to be upfront, and to tell the truth, because they don't have the numbers or the status on Twitter, they will not be forgiven. And this is what leads me to the other side, celebrity apologies. This is a very different category. Now with celebrities, it is different in some ways. The same type of POVs, such as past behaviors, can be forgiven if they educate themselves, they say the correct thing in their apologies, and they make up for it to show they have changed. If they're not sincere and continue to do this behavior, people have a reason to be upset. However, they can also be defended by their fans, even if they're not sincere, and make sure the celebrity is okay. This makes an obstacle in the mob mentality, and why Twitter can break into arguments a lot easier than a lot of platforms. This could be a problem with the website for a while, and it has been for a while, and I don't think it'll change anytime soon. On the other hand, there are exceptions people do need to keep in mind. If this person has been accused of illegal activity with hardcore evidence, people do need to keep in mind why people would be upset, hurt, or angry at the person accused. If this person has come forward as well and confessed, then they do deserve to be called out 100%. Can these people be wrongfully accused? Yes, but if it has been proven to be true, then these threats are justified. I believe these threats can be good in some ways also for catfishing, someone who has faked being that person, or has done stuff behind closed doors and still are. If that is the case, then the threads are good to make. I think the only way to solve this is to have an open mind and not fall into a mob mentality. Judge things for yourself. See both sides and come to your own conclusion. Don't ignore the evidence, but keep in mind these things can also be faked and fabricated very easily. Especially with AI these days that can record fake voices / faces, people can fabricate screenshots easily with the right apps, and also people can have a grudge against these people and will do anything to put them down and not care about what they did. They could do it because they don't like that person and want to see them fail. That'll be it for today. Stay hydrated, eat it if you haven't today, take your meds, and try to set a goal for something you want to do. I'll see you later.